Welcome to the SushiSwap Onsen AMA, where we bring on projects that are partnered through the Onsen program and give them a platform to reach a larger audience. Today we are here with Suji and Taylor from Mask Network. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Hello, hello. Hello, everyone from Sushi community.
Yeah, thanks. We'll start off with a few questions just to get things rolling, and then we'll open it up to the audience. So if you've got questions from by voice, just raise your hand down at the bottom. At the bottom of your screen, you'll see a little hand. Click that. That'll invite you to speak up on stage. I'll bring you up as the conversation works its way into that. If you've got text questions, you can do that through AMA Text Questions channel, which is just below the AMA stage, and try and answer those as they come in. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us today. And if you don't mind, maybe just start off with an intro, some background about yourself and how you're currently involved with Mask Network.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so probably I'm going to just start from like brief introduction about what Math Network is trying to do, and then probably
Yeah, and even just give a brief
tell you
intro
guys,
about yourself if you'd like
yeah.
as well, just kind of who you are and the background behind but what you've been a part of in the past, just to give everyone an idea, and yeah, then even go into involvement and all that.
So this is Suji Yan, co-founder CEO of Mass Network. Today we also have Taylor. He's leading our also the investment part of the ecosystem as well. And the Mass Network team was assembled in late 2017, and we have this idea in 2018 and delivered this thing in 2019, and now growing pretty fast. Have lot of exchange listed and a lot of DeFi thing involved. Have new SocialFi Alliance announced. From the very beginning of my personal experience, I'm less OG in crypto compared to I think a lot of the early Ethereum guy or DeFi guy. I think I went into crypto around 2016 or 17. Was a journalist at that time. I was also an AI engineer. I think everyone was talking about this Web3 thing, really amazing, but it's super hard for the general public to use that. I mean, the question I had that time was, okay, I got my Twitter account, right? Okay, I got my Facebook and Instagram. Can I just send my best token to my friend on Twitter? And a lot of people are trading, right? There's the ICO bubble. A lot of people are trading on Central Exchange. Can I just trade on Twitter? And there's the first generation of NFT, including CryptoPunk, CryptoKitty, and yeah, I was also thinking about, okay, what if the punks are actually part of the Instagram, and I can just give it to a friend or fractionalizing it. And that's all the question I have in my mind, and eventually want to do something about a bridge, about open a protocol to the general public. Say everyone on the Web2 mainstream platform use every day, like Twitter, Facebook, can use the Web3 features in a decentralized manner without any server. That's the dream of the mass network. Pretty huge, and we start from something very small, and then we spend the last 2 years building the infra, and we took off last year. Still when it's still growing amazingly this year. Yeah, that's the story. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, so it kind of gives a little bit of idea about inspiration behind it too, like being able to just interact directly with your social account to be able to deal with crypto. Hey.
Yeah. So like one of the first thing we enabled is once you have the Mass Network extension, you can download on Mass.io. Once you have that thing installed in your Chrome or any Firefox or any modern browser, and then go to Twitter, link that in your Twitter account, you will instantly have the cryptographic power, and definitely part of it is Web3, right? The first function that we enabled is you can actually send encrypted text message on top of Twitter, Facebook, anywhere, right? They can just post, I think, a random message, say, "Hey, this is my secret key, private key." And there's like 100 Ethereum there. and only allow my friends or certain recipient to see that. No other people, no Twitter, no CIA, right? And that's actually pretty cool. A little bit like the PGP or Keybase, if you
Right.
guys know Keybase.
Yep.
Yeah, and then it's definitely not really blockchain super related, but this is just beginning because right after this, we were integrating that time only the Ethereum layer one, right? We're integrating a lot of interesting stuff with the Ethereum community. The first thing we tried with tokens on Twitter is we talked to Vitalik, we talked to MakerDAO, and DAO. MakerDAO have the largest decentralized stablecoin DAI. We talked to those guys. Say, hey, okay, Vitalik, you have a lot of requests for giving away ETH. Okay, what if we just really give away free ETH on Twitter? And he say, this is not possible because it's centralized, and then just show him this thing. And I was like, wow, that's so cool, right? I also showed this thing to MakerDAO guy. Say, hey, dude, DAI is censorship resistant. You don't have blacklist. You can't ban people. But what if you can send people money on Twitter through the mass network extension? Amazing, and they just they all agreed to partner, and we have this great campaign. That time was the Lunar New Year. Well, before COVID, 2020. So everyone was super happy. Good old days. And Vitalik joined the campaign, Maker joined the campaign, a lot of other KOLs in the early DeFi community. That's really early. Yeah, and we actually helped the MakerDAO DAI token grows the usage for around 10% that week. That's actually an amazing number. That's before the DeFi summer. Yeah. And we track the numbers and figure out everyone's just sending random DAI and random ETH to random people. They're so happy. Gas fee was super cheap. I just send it, right. That's the first collaboration we have with the Ethereum community and the DeFi community. And Taylor is gonna send screenshots and cool GIFs in the AMA test question channel. Please check out. After that, I think definitely only sending messages is not enough. So we partnered with another group project called Arweave, and also other decentralized protocols started to reach out to us, and including Filecoin and other storage protocol, right? Because people not only want to send message, they also want to send files sometimes, right? And that might be an NFT or maybe just other traditional files. And definitely not going to send that to the Dropbox and paste the link on Twitter, which is not fun, right? And you can't program a Dropbox in Ethereum or any blockchain. You don't have a decentralized censorship-resistant system for Dropbox. So we talked to Arweave that time, and then also Filecoin and say, hey, what if we can integrate that thing on Twitter for the file storage? And everyone, when you use the Mass network on Twitter, you see a small button like Mass logo there, where you have the post compose box, right? And then you just write something, and you can drag and drop your file or image into the decentralized storage gateway. And we cover the decentralized gateway. We actually have decentralized CDN accelerating, uploading, downloading. Then just usually take 5 seconds or 10 seconds, boom, your files in Arweave or Filecoin. Feels like you're reading the real Twitter, right? But it's actually not Twitter. You put back the file on tweets, and then it's going to be automatically decrypted. Encrypted only remains some hash, and then you can post that. On the recipient with the mass network extension store, we will see a file. Then you can preview the file on Twitter. Amazing functionality. Taylor can send the screenshot and GIFs again. Yeah, that's the two major things we did with the early DeFi and NFT community, because NFT is all about storage and unique of the files, right? It's like a hash, it's a token. So I think DeFi is all about the free of money. Yeah.
Right.
Go ahead.
And just to kind of clarify here, so you're saying the way Mask would work in this regard, as you just explained it, is having it's essentially a mask. It's a really good name for it, I guess, because it won't be shown. So when you're, let's say you were to upload a file, or you were to send a message across Twitter to someone, what Twitter sees, or what their Twitter bots or their algorithms or what have you, what they see is just encryption, and they don't get to see what's on the other end. In order to see what's on the other end, you would need to have Mask installed. So then you can actually, when you view it, it's you're viewing on top of what's on top of, or whatever's on top of that, versus like the thing that's getting broadcast to the network. Is that a kind of a good way of putting it?
Yeah, it's like when you have the mask on, you protect yourself and you have anonymous, right? You have all the thing, and you invade from the surveillance capitalism, right? And there's many other things. Yeah, you put the mask on the Web2, and the mask help you to upgrade yourself into the Web3, right?
Okay.
That's something we're doing. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, that seems neat, because whereas we see certain things that are, maybe we shouldn't be talking about certain cryptos or certain things on Twitter. That this way you could post this on Twitter. Like, let's just say Twitter says, Jack says, guess what? We're only going to allow Bitcoin tweets from now on, and we want to make Ethereum tweets. Then we could, then you could make an Ethereum tweet, and anybody that has the Mask Network plugin installed would be able to see that. And that's kind of a use case example. Is that kind of correct?
Yeah, that's a case.
Yeah, let's hope we don't get
Jack is still to Bitcoin.
Yeah, cool. Okay, cool. Well, that's very neat. Maybe while we have everyone here that's listening, because I want to tie into your move in towards the red packets next. But maybe it's a good time to just make sure that if anybody is curious about any of this, to make sure that you go ahead and get that plugin, or get the Mask plugin installed. If you want to drop that into the AMA text questions, the link to mask.io, that's the best place to go, correct?
Yeah, mask.io. Then if you are on your Chrome, Firefox, any web browser on your own desktop, you're gonna be compatible. Install that and link with the Twitter. We're gonna send the cool Sushi and Mask Red Pocket airdrop. It's the token on Twitter. Yeah. Very
Okay.
soon. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about red pocket. Then we can dive into red packets here as well, and go from there. So make, like I say, just everyone get Mask installed into your browser if you're listening here, as Mask is going to hook you up. So, let's get into the red packets. Kind of explain what that is and how they work.
Yeah, like as mentioned, like the first OG DeFi group we are working with that really wanted to say, hey, dude, like Dai is actually a Chinese name, right? Ji Wei is a Chinese name. They all know like this WeChat Red Pocket thing for the Lunar New Year. It's a good way to grow the social money or the stable coin on social network in a decentralized manner, right? And the thing is, it is centralized, right? Or the money sending in Twitter, Facebook, WhatsApp, traditionally it's centralized. It's KYC. We don't want like that, right? So we just have the smart contract ready on at that time only layer 1. Then now it's already VM compatible chain. When you send the Red Pocket, you just put money in the Red Pocket. Say, hey, I want to have 5 random share, 5 lucky draw for 5 lucky people. There's 5 people entering, and then they just click on the Red Pocket, and then ooh, that's a lot of sushi. I'm lucky I got like 10 sushi.
Boom.
If you're not lucky, you're probably gonna 0.01. They're gonna be a random number generated. We did a lot of optimization, so it's pretty much very, very fast and very decentralized. And remember that time the East GUA was probably just 10 GUA, right? And so now for layer 1, it's going to be a little bit time consuming. So we're on the Matic, hopefully. If you have Matic as the gas fee, it's going to only cost 0.001 to claim a raw packet. And if you're lucky, definitely going to have $10 or even more. Yeah. And for this time, I'm gonna send 2 Red Pocket. One probably in next 5-10 minutes when everyone's ready, and then another one in the end of the AMA. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. All right. So everybody get Get your things ready. So like you were saying, make sure that you've got Matic in your wallet because you're going to send it on, you're sending it on the Matic network, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a key thing right there. And yeah, if anybody has questions on that, just, I don't know, I hope everybody's familiar with how to get onto the Matic network. And if not, yeah, maybe you can quiz up some people in support or whatnot ask up one of the samurai, maybe. So cool. Yeah. Do we need Matic to the new? Yeah. And so just to clarify, do people need to have Matic in their wallet right now, or can they send Matic later to then to deal with the red packet after, or do they need to have Matic in the wallet ahead of time?
They need to have just the smallest gas fee for the Matic on their wallet. And by the way, Mass Network is compatible with MetaMask. We do have partnership with MetaMask and their CTO, I think Dan Feeney. So you don't need to install another wallet. You can connect your MetaMask on Twitter with the Mass Network. So don't worry on your wallet if you have a lot of wallet. Yeah, just switch to the wallet have the Matic and connect that with the Mask. And then you're going to read it with the red bucket or lucky draw. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that way it's not a big deal if. So you don't need to have Matic in there right now, but to claim you will need Matic, correct?
Yeah. You need some small Matic to claim.
Right, to claim. So as long as you've got everything, as long as you've got everything hooked up, you can get you can access it, right? So we don't need to have people worried about. About scrambling to get Matic into their wallet right now.
No worry.
Perfect.
Just have like small Matic in your wallet, and then switch that to the Matic chain. Connect your Red Pocket. Connect your MetaMask to Mask.io extension. You're gonna be ready. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. So with okay, so with red packets, let's maybe dive into that a bit more. Or I guess we were just telling everybody to install here. How do red packets work? How do they function? What else is kind of going on there with them?
Yeah, so as mentioned, red packet is just a random smart contract, right? You put money in, and the smart contract will receive several parameters, right? Several numbers, like, hey, this red packet is for 50 people, 50. By the way, for the first red packet, we're gonna have a random lucky draw for 50 people, 50. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And I will put, actually, for our example, I'll put 30 mask in the red packet, which is around $300, right? $400. And then if you're lucky, you're probably gonna have $100. If you're not, and I don't know, $0.01 or $2. The 50 people came in, and they're gonna need to use the lowest gas fee, a small gas fee, to trigger the smart contract, and they're gonna run something in the smart contract, saying, "Oh, you're not so lucky," and then send it back to you a small or large portion of the mask. We can also do average split, right? Say, hey, 10 masks for 20 people, average split. So everyone can have 0.1, 0.5 masks. That's something really fun. It's being used widely in the East, and you have a lot of growth strategy over that. And that's why if you do take a look of the on-chain transaction for DAI during that time, it's a lot of small transactions just for fun, right? It's really fun, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. With red packets, we're going to try and send some of those out right away. Do you want to try that right away, or do you want to keep going on some other stuff, or do we want to take this time?
Yeah, let's keep going on stuff for probably 5 minutes, and then I'm going to send it during that. Yeah.
That sounds good. Yeah. Well, okay. So with one of the other cool features you guys have is if you've got Mask installed and you hover over top of the ticker on Twitter, that brings up maybe just talk about that a little bit, what that does and what it brings up when you hover over top of
Sure.
a Twitter ticker, of a crypto.
That's another super cool functionality we really like, and we want to share the story with you guys. So right after the DAI and Ratpocket, Vitalik sending giveaways on Twitter, and then file storage, I think it's definitely great to have more and more DeFi thing and decentralizing run on decentralized Web2 Twitter, right? And that time, DEX was definitely the thing that's killing. I used a lot of DEX trading that time. Use Uni and Sushi and from Yummy Sushi. I think that's the birthday of sushi, right? And for that time, Taylor was sending cool gifs. Please check out in the AMA text question channel. So at that time, we had this cool idea. Like, everyone's talking about this token, that token, Sushi Yami, Uni, whatever, and we should actually try to let them trade. And there's the news about the Wall Street bet, right? The people are trading outperform the Wall Street, and that's the power of decentralized finance. You have the right to trade whatever you want and just beat the best, suit up guy. That's something we really want to support. Then we have this idea, like, because everyone is posting and tweeting about $ sushi, other token. Mask token was not launched at times, or the OG token and like new token like sushi. So we have this cool idea proposed to Uni guy and also early guys on your team, probably not team, right? I showed this thing to SBF Sam. He's super interested as well, and that we just have some developer and also a developer from the community help us to finish this idea. When you hover your mouse. When you have your mouse on, like, because probably you guys gonna click on the hashtag or trending on Twitter, but when you have your mouse on the ticker of sushi or mask, you see nothing, right? Because that's something Twitter don't provide. As a centralized platform, they don't provide trading, right?
Right.
But this time with the mass network stored, when you search $sushi, or when you hover your mouse on the sushi $ thing, you're gonna see a cool, I don't know how to describe, a cool pop-up, and then you can actually just trade there. You can see the price of sushi. Let's see, latest exchange listing of sushi, and then you can just say, hey, I want to use 100 USDC to trade sushi, or trade Uni or whatever token that time. It was only Ethereum layer 1. Then we think, definitely it's easier to have layer 2s. Then we support the Matic, Polygon, and BSC. We are launching partner for Arbitrum as well. So
amazing.
Eventually,
all kinds
if you
of
have
L2s.
a new token, just aping on Twitter.
So, okay. So I just want to walk a few people through this that are just listening. I wish we could have had the screen sharing working in the stage, because this would have been really cool to capture. We can, if you hover over sushi, like that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm seeing, so just hovering over, not clicking it. If you click it, it's going to take you down the rabbit hole. But if you just hover over top of it with your mouse in your browser, whichever browser, I think I'm using Brave right now. Sushi number 67 gives the price, shows a percentage up today. Then we've got general. So there's general, price, exchange, and swap, and each one of those tabs kind of give you different options. But the general thing kind of gives you the an overview of market cap, website, announcement, explorer, community, contract, tags. So that's even sweet that you've got the contract right there. So you can just double click that and then add that to MetaMask. That's sweet. And price, then if we click on price, that kind of gives, oh, look at that, there's a sweet chart. It gives you 1 hour, 24 hours, 7 day, 20 or 14 day, all of that for the for your price up, price down. Click on exchange, it shows which exchange with the contract address, shows Bitfinex, Woo, all these other FTX, who else is in there? Yeah, all kinds of things there. And then swap, that's where it gets real cool, because now this is where you're swapping your tokens directly in there. And what we want to make sure we do is we want to click on the down at the bottom corner. It says supported by Uniswap v2 v3, but we want to go to SushiSwap because that's where we make that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, so for layer 2, there's no uni, right? So default is Sushi, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So unless if you want to try out the optimism thing, but let's. So now we're in SushiSwap here, and how do we?
Arbitrum Arbitrum.
Yes, Arbitrum coming. So with the so that was the sushi, and then how are we getting to Matic? Like how do we know if we're on the ETH network or the Matic network? How do we change that?
Oh yeah. By the way, before we enter this, I actually want to send this like $300 for 50 lucky guy first. I'm actually sending it right now.
Okay.
And there's a bunch of discussion in the text channel. You actually have a place. There's a link in there. You can actually claim a small amount of Matic, probably enough for the claiming. And do prepare, but don't worry. There's another job for USDC or Sushi token as well. I will send it on Twitter because this is Twitter Lucky Draw Red Pocket, right? And I'm typing hi Sushi fans. Mask is here, and I will just send it out. Sending now.
Okay.
Please follow. Please go follow Suji Yan. Search SUJIYAN. Taylor will send my Twitter handle in the group. There's a link, and you're gonna see my latest tweet. It was actually a Red Pocket. You can claim that. And also, please join if you have any question or you want a more Red Pocket. Please join the Mask Discord. There's people sending random Red Pocket there. All right, Taylor, please send the links. Yeah.
Okay, so I just clicked on your tweet. It says confirm. Okay, so I just clicked it already, and it said to switch to Matic network. So I've done that. I've interacted with my MetaMask wallet. It has switched over. I now am in Matic in my wallet is what is working there, and then it says confirm risk warning after I've clicked that.
Yeah. There's money.
Okay, I'm clicking it.
Yeah, I want to let you know there's real money. Yeah.
Okay, no gas fee. That's cool. And let's see what happened here. No gas is after I click this.
There's already 3-4 guy claimed the Red Pocket.
Okay.
Just want to know if you're lucky enough. How much did you get?
What was I getting? Matic?
Mask. There's around $300-$400 was mask.
Okay, so I don't see anything yet. I'll have to add mask in, correct?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I'll send the mask token contract from the Polygon swap, and that's easier for you guys as well, right?
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm gonna have to do it from CoinGecko.
Yeah, I mean, hope everyone's lucky, but there's more coming. Yeah, it's not placed for 200 people. Yeah.
Yeah, let's. I'll see. And again, we didn't have to have Matic in the wallet. I just started a fresh one for this. So if I don't have any Matic, I maybe won't get it, or it's okay to not.
Yeah, let's try. Let's see. I see 4 people already claimed that, and it's actually adding me on Twitter.
I'm gonna send.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
All right. See whether anyone lucky in the group or not. Oh, Rage picked with a punk avatar. Good job. Yeah, NFT OG. You got 0.85 mask. And Shulian, I think you add me on Twitter. You add me on Twitter, so you got how many token? Yeah, you're lucky. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm gonna see if I can join in here with the fun.
No worry, guys, because there's definitely more than 50 people. Pending, we're gonna send more. No worry, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is the practice. Next time you're gonna send my other token, USDC or Sushi, yeah.
Add to
And
MetaMask.
Mask is actually having liquidity on Sushi Swap on layer 2, but if you prefer, they can also just cross chain back if you have a lot of Mask claim from this job. Yeah.
Okay. Did you? Oh, I don't have. Okay, that. Okay. All right. Well, let's. Yeah. Oh, Polyscan. There's what I want. I want that. Contract.
Yeah. So if you guys
There
have
we go.
any question, please ask in the task group in Taylor will answer. I think
Yeah.
Rage Pit is also lucky enough to have this. I think the other people who have larger, cool jobs. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. I don't think it worked for me when I tried to claim, and I still don't have any Matic in my wallet. It's still pending.
No worries. Send me DM
Oh,
me
there we go.
your wallet.
No, that's all right. I know I've got
Send you
one. My
some
Matic made it
Matic.
now. My finally made it. Just a little slow, but I still have zero Mask in my wallet. I just added it in, so I must have done something wrong. But that's okay. I missed it. If we've got any questions here, I see a hand that's been up. Let's just see if this is somebody that's looking to speak. See, it's alphanumeric. So always a little cautious there. But if there's any other questions that we should answer here from the text questions, if there's anything we want to get in there. Oh, somebody got Rage Pit. Cool. Maybe I'll try again here with... yeah. I can try refresh your thing here. Okay. I don't know why mine's not claimed yet. Or I must have gone to the wrong wallet. Or maybe it was because I didn't have the Matic in there.
Yeah, guys, there's a link in the group before about the free job in the Matic network. And if you really want to try it out, we can just leave the links here. We can probably send you $0.01 or $0.1 Matic. Taylor will send you some random Matic job as well. Yeah.
Okay. All good. All good.
All good.
Yeah. All right. Well, then maybe let's move on here to some other things as we've gone through the swap. So with the swap feature and all of that stuff, that's really cool that we can do that directly from Twitter. So if you're seeing the new hottest coin, you could just ape in right through Twitter. So that's kind of sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah.
And then with so with that, you're just connecting in, and we've got it. Were you able to switch between, like, if I wanted to swap, but I wanted to swap on Matic or one of the other side chains, how do I do that within Twitter?
In Mask, right? Yeah. There's on your right corner, on your left corner, there's the Mask Network icon. There's the wallet icon. Just change that from the one East logo to Matic logo. You can see that. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, on the right left hand side underneath the mask. Yeah, left corner there. So just underneath all of your, like, the Twitter, the home, the hashtags, alarm mail, all that. You keep going down and you'll see that. So if I click change, then I can choose my network and choose the wallet. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Yeah, then, okay. Well, with all of this, like, because it's, we're dealing with social media stuff, we're doing all, a lot of this data is always a bit sensitive when it goes across social medias. How are you guys kind of dealing with encryption and privacy? Can you kind of explain a bit of that or expand on how that works and what's going on there?
Yeah, I think this is a very common question from both our private investor, token holder community. There's another question about, like, hey, you guys on like Twitter, Facebook, are they like you? I mean, what if, like, Jet Dorsey is super annoyed? He just want to ban you. What can happen, right? How do you protect your robustness and privacy and independent in the Web3, and not really just depend on an API, right? It's already the question related to that. So first, we don't have server, right? There's definitely a server for our logo, for our icon, but not really the traditional server to store the user data. Know that, right? And unlike many other blockchain product, we're fully open sourced and being audited by many third party and like many contributor. Um, and the key is, I think, the key about privacy or the Web3 independence is, just don't think you should use any API. We never use Twitter login, the password email one to bind your Ethereum ID or blockchain ID. If you do that, definitely going to be okay at first, but definitely going to be banned by the centralized API provider, key provider easily, right? And when we integrate this thing into Twitter and Facebook, we don't ask for their permission. They don't need to agree that they know we're there, but they just don't need to agree. And we're just gonna be run over the top. And this is a key feature of the Web3, including the DeFi, including NFT, right? Because the DeFi is running on top of the banks, right? And there's layers of DeFi, many Lego, right? There's stablecoin, more regulated, right? And banks know that. And then you put stablecoin into an LP, right? This is locked in the LP, and then you have liquidity.
Right.
Then you have trading, right? Then you have the synthetic asset, and then you eventually launch new token. This is like the IPO. We have the ITO, initial Twitter offering. I'm probably going to mention that as well.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, and we have all these things, and it is very interesting to have. For NFT, it's just a new layer over top of PNG and JPEG, right? To be very honest. And the key of Mask is no API, no server, and it's a layer on top of the Twitter, Facebook, and just try to add in these great applications and our lines like Sushi and Matic layer 2. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. By the way, Shaki Bacon got 1.2 Mask.
Nice.
Yeah, that's actually pretty nice. Around $20 or something.
Yeah, cool. So with I don't know what I did wrong because now when I've clicked like my red packet, it says best wishes, but I haven't seen anywhere to claim or and I've added Mask into my wallet. Again, I didn't have Matic in my wallet ahead of time. Was that the issue? I've sent one Matic there now.
Yeah, it should be working now. Yeah. By the way, it's a little bit. The gas is rising on Matic right these days. I don't know why. 80, 100 GWay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So with I don't know, for anybody else that's having issues with this. At this point, I don't have any pending things or there's no activity or anything for me to do. But I'll maybe try on the next one. Because right now in my Twitter, it just says best wishes from Suji Yan and 50 shares, 30 Mask. So maybe I just wasn't, maybe was I one of the ones that didn't get it? Or is it just like the first 50 or how does it work?
Let me check, let me and Taylor check on chain. Yeah. Best wishes means 50 is all claim.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Oh. Okay, who's the lucky guy? Oh, I see 3-4 guy. Oh, I think probably 5 guy already in the group say that they are that. Chilean. Yeah, I mean, don't worry, guys. We're gonna have more. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So it was everyone was really quick. So if I got the best wishes message, that means I was too slow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. By the way, there we go. That makes more sense then.
Yeah. Who's the gonna find out who's the luckiest guy on chain who got the most Mask. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Thanks for bringing the privacy thing, right?
Yeah.
And as mentioned, we don't have all this centralized evil weak point, right? Which you probably you probably are, you probably a good team, and we are probably good people as well. But maybe one day we turn evil, right? Yeah. We infected become more evil, Zuckerberg, right? And that's the dangerous part. And we don't have all this weak point that controlled by a single individual or a single entity. And we also are, another thing I want to mention is Jack is pretty interesting, even though he's less aware of the Ethereum or the DeFi. But we're invited by him and other Twitter team to join the Blue Sky community, a decentralized protocol founded by Twitter, try to decentralize the social network. And we're one of the founding member in the Blue Sky community, and it's still growing. Very very interesting approach from Twitter. Definitely, I think one day we're gonna see natively support mask and natively support sushi trading. Everyone can aping. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. Well, maybe this is a good time to move into the SocialFi Alliance. I know that's something that you guys wanted to touch on and bring up. You kind of mentioned it earlier on. Let's talk about that.
Yeah. So the SocialFi Alliance is social plus finance plus also you can interpret that to DeFi as well. SocialFi Alliance. Well, as I mentioned, people want to aping when they see a token, right? And people want to trade when they social, right? Hey, dude, this is my newest token, newest investment. You probably want to also follow other people's trade as well. This is why eToro is so huge. It's pretty popular, right? And no matter it's centralized or decentralized, you have to do that in public space, right? Or relatively open space for social, right? You're either drinking in a bar, talking about a stock, or you're just shit posting about a token on Twitter.
Sure.
So SocialFi Alliance want to bring that thing into a more well-defined system, right? And we just start our lines by mentioning that to Matic and mentioning that to Suji guys and your team. And I think, oh, this is really interesting. So at first you guys join, and then we mentioned that to Gitcoin. Gitcoin is the decentralized, I think decentralized GitHub with the token payment. Everyone's doing the bounties, right? Or trying to do the public good bounty. A lot of people don't want to do bounties on the mass network. Building this DeFi integrated into the SocialFi Alliance. Then we have the random brainstorming great ideas, right? What if we can do lottery on Twitter, right? Hey, this is my lottery, and I win a lot. So guys show on this lottery, and everyone should join. Let's put together, right? Lottery of Mask and lottery of USDC. Then what if you want to follow other people's trade as eToro? This is a decentralized social trading. Follow KOLs trade. We integrate the DHEDGE, DHT. Actually, it's done or by the community member. That's really cool. And what if you wanna, I don't know, gamble on the result of the NBA, top NBA game, or Olympic? Oh, well, that's the job of prediction market, right? Augur, another prediction market. Let's try, do it. What if you want to just do a swap, whatever Sushi came in, and there's other small community joined as well as KOL helping the SocialFi Alliance. So in the end, we have 15 partners, including us, including Sushi, and it's announced days ago. We still have an interesting partnership and great campaign launch soon. We can spoil a little bit about the campaign. During the campaign, if you can trade on Twitter using the Sushi, you're gonna have a lot of bonus, right? But it's not launched yet, but try it out. It's super cheap on Matic. Try to buy some Sushi, use USDC on Twitter, and show it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And yeah, just kind of tying in as well with the ITO. We can maybe talk about that as we're touching on social stuff and Twitter. Maybe tying into the initial Twitter offering and kind of how that worked.
Yeah, that's another cool thing. So, we're good friends with many token projects, and I think everyone should have a token eventually. If you really want to decentralize, right? And the thing is, okay, how to launch a token? there was the Central Exchange IEO thing, like Binance IEO. There's a pad thing like Launchpad, Launch whatever. Or we're part of it, right? But this is not really decentralized, and there's also Monero. It's like there's a weak point. I don't know, CZ, AWS. It's all weak point, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's also IDO. That time, Sushi didn't launch the Miso and the IDO platform yet, but we are aware like there's many people trying to do the IDO. This is so fun. I love IDO, but okay, this is not easy enough for a social network user, or they don't have social element. Why can't I share the story about me joining the cool token launch without people, right? And in the real world, you just sit in a bar and everyone just buy trade stocks, right?
Mm-hmm.
On your Robinhood. So in our ITO, we'll do that thing on Twitter. It's called initial Twitter offering. So we launched the mass network token on Twitter, and then follow with the LBP. It's a like DEX option model, like the Miso for the Bybit. It's a similar thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's been really successful. I'll give two numbers first, and EIP 1559 is not launched that time, so no ETH burn that time. But
Okay.
we kind of pushed the gas fee to 4,000, and that's the highest gas fee ever recorded in this year. I think that's the highest one ever recorded in this year history. Highest gas fee, yeah, 4,000 GWay.
Dang.
Crazy, yeah, because people want to buy mask. And then the whole crazy ITO thing and the LBP thing help us. This is all social power, because whenever it's talking about token, definitely gonna see the value go up, right? I think now mask is still on the value, but that time everyone think, oh, I should try, and this is ITO, people buy, and talk on Twitter, right? This is power. You actually gain the power from the Web2 and then pour that into the Web3, no matter it's token or NFT. We raised $43 million during the ITO LBP launch, mass launch with Twitter. I think Twitter is aware of that, and I think that's one of the reasons they kind of invite us to Blue Sky. Like, hey, what are you guys doing? Twitter offering, but I mean, obviously, um, Jack Dorsey, as the CEO of Square, he's aware of the financial market and stock trading, right? But
Mm-hmm.
it's a regulated entity way to launch a token, but we just magically have this middleware connected and you can launch a token. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very neat. That's very neat. And do you have future plans with that, or any other future implementations, ideas?
Yeah, definitely. So for now, ITO is more focused on social awareness of a token. It's not going to compete with Meso. On the other side, we're actually going to collaborate with Meso in different ways. We're going to say, hey, we have a pump on the ITO, then everyone go to Meso to buy the large check. I think it's in Miso, like YGG, whatever. It's a lot of large check buyers, large existing buyers, and DJ should try on Twitter, right? And also, I know Sushi is planning to have the social token platform, social NFT platform. Definitely, it's a lot of things we can do. The trade can still be on Sushi. We love Sushi, yummy. But yeah, I mean, I'm a Twitter KOL. Launch my social token right on Twitter, and again, bridge smart contract with Mask, and then after token is launched, trade on Sushi with the LP automatically added. That's something we can do. Still, we are waiting for the new updates of the Shaw Yu and
Mm-hmm.
Ben, good friend. Taylor will explain the details, but definitely want to partner with that. Um, we also have plans, as you mentioned, Arbitrum. So that's probably even faster than Matic. No idea yet right now, but it's really fast testnet. We just done a lot of testing with other social engineer and Arbitrum engineer as well. So that would be also amazing if everyone can just, launch your own token, just do all the ITOs. Now, also not only ERC20 fungible tokens, probably even the non-fungible part, right? And that's something I really want to mention today as well. Remember Guys, remember 3 months ago, Jet Darcy, he sold his first NFT on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
This is through the platform called Cent, valuable by Cent. And then we're a strategic investor of Cent. And really does send a support a report of the team, and our community bounty hack actually build the integration between Send and Mask. It's not only Send and Mask; it's actually going to integrate on Twitter. So when you see the tweets actually are bidded by other people, you can see the price. Later on, you can actually bid the price right on top of the Twitter, so you can join people bidding the tweets and buy and sell NFTs. Taylor just sent the OpenSea integration. That's
Okay.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. Neat. And so then if you've got OpenSea integration in that, then there's a definite connection or be able to integrate with Show You as well then as we move forward with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cool. I just was as I moved some Matic around. Finally, it worked out, and I see I had the wrong wallet attached to my Twitter, so I sent the Matic to the wrong wallet. But once you have Matic in your wallet, and that's why I would just advise everybody that to make sure you have some Matic in your wallet ahead of time, just so there isn't any confusion. And then that way, make sure that with that MetaMask button that's down below the mask icon on your left-hand Twitter side. If you're clicking on that and you see MetaMask, it shows which wallet it's connected to, and it shows your transactions will appear here. And what I found is that once I had Matic in the correct wallet that was attached to my Twitter, into the mask and Twitter and everything, then I had a claim button that's now showed up underneath the best wishes red claim or red banner. So now I click claim and I see it's not doing anything, I guess because it's all been claimed already. But just to help with anybody, it is pretty straightforward. It's just making I didn't have any Matic in that wallet at the time, so I think it seems like it's actually more straightforward than not once you just have everything set into place. So that's cool. Let's
That's cool.
yeah, and then as far as like the mask token itself, what's kind of its function and all that kind of stuff. If you can walk us through that.
Yeah, definitely. And Mass Network is Mass Token, Mass DAO is a decentralized DAO. And Mass is the governance token. So, everyone know that a buyback is cool, but the decentralized one, I think, should not just do that. I mean, we should try to do more governance way, like Sushi and other great DeFi and decentralized protocol. Mass DAO and Mass Networks Mass Token is the governance token of the DAO. Remember, I told you guys the cool application we're providing by our community, like Twitter NFT, OpenSea integration, Sushi, eventually building on top of Mass Network and then charge people Mass Token. And it's only for developer, but for normal user, you don't need to know that, right? For normal user, you never heard of Sushi, you can just still swap without having the Sushi token. And also, we have this initial tweet offering. So how with Mask, you're gonna have a lot of benefit to have the ITO and probably eventually the Instagram offering, initial YouTube offering, the initial, I don't know, that's more NFTs probably, yeah. So that's all the things about the Mask Network. And Mask Token is launched, as I mentioned, on Twitter and trade on Twitter. Underlying still our DEX, right? We were listed on Binance, Coinbase, will be okay. And also Sushi, Yummy Sushi as well. Definitely go and try. And on layer 2, there's some liquidity, so you can actually buy on layer 2 as well. Yeah.
Okay. So and I was as we look at it on the Onsen right now as well, as we are doing with farming rewards. I see you guys got 500K in liquidity. There's 39% APY and 48 sushi a day are getting handed out. So yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. If you have the mask and USDC, try the Yummy Sushi farming. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. What about, I don't know, is there any questions from the audience as far as, is there anything, I know there's been a lot of messages coming through on the AMA text questions. Will there be okay, I see one here just as I've logged, looking back here. Will there be a problem later to mask if Twitter limits their API?
As mentioned, we don't have API. We don't use API, right? We don't have servers or decentralized. And I think as mentioned, Jet.c's Twitter was like kind of auctioned by the platform we are like super good friend and investor of, right? And we are also invited for decentralized Twitter protocol Alliance because Blue Sky founding member here. It's around 8-10 team there, and I think Filecoin is there as well. But it's like Filecoin APFS is there, and Solana guy have the audience there. I think they're not so deep, so understanding of DeFi, but definitely it's very important, and eventually you're gonna have a lot of decentralized guys there in the blue sky. So, but as a founding member, we're definitely gonna try hard to push Twitter decentralized. And that's something we're doing. And on the other side, they just can't stop us, right? Yeah.
Right. So looking at Blue Sky and being, you guys are a founding member or founding partner of Blue Sky, and that's the decentralized Twitter. Hopefully, I think decentralization is pretty key for social networks. I mean, there's a lot of centralization and censorship around a lot of things, and can only see that getting just having problems in the future. But this could be an interesting avenue to go down, and especially if that's where crypto finds its place to be. Okay. And then you just also mentioned Filecoin. Do you want to just kind of talk about your connection there with the file sharing and whatnot?
Yeah. As mentioned, we have this collaboration with the Arweave first, and then also Filecoin as the decentralized storage, famous decentralized storage project. And so Filecoin just announced the partnership with Mass Network, and I think last week was also mentioned the Web2 to Web3 integration. So eventually, when you want to upload picture to Twitter, okay, why use AWS? You can definitely use Filecoin, right? And this Twitter picture just uploaded might just become an NFT on there too, because they're super cheap to mint it, right? That's all the thing we're gonna do with Filecoin. And there's actually more deeper collaboration with Filecoin, and this is still confidential, but we're gonna see pretty good news coming. Yeah, and definitely, for now, decentralized storage is still early. Only NFT use that, but I think eventually everyone's gonna use that. Everyone's gonna have a small decentralized storage box with all your personal data in, and have fun with the personal data, and probably even sell that to a DeFi protocol, right? As the collateral. I don't know, yeah. But this is something we're trying with the Filecoin, just announced partnership 2 weeks ago. Please check out the link. There's actually a blog there, yeah. There's also our tweets on there as well.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I don't know if there's anybody that's got questions or anything else here. Like, there's a lot of chat going on in the AMA text questions here, a ton of links, so thank you for that. Here we've got one from Wim. What's the mask tech stack like? I'm not sure if we've kind of gone through that already or...
Great question. So first, as mentioned, no API, no server, right? And for tech stack, it's a lot of JavaScript and a lot of web thing, right? It's a layer on top of the existing web. So it's injected JavaScript, injected HTML, and there's peer-to-peer network like GunDB. There's decentralized storage like Arweave and Filecoin, IPFS. And on the value capture side, mass token is minted on Ethereum, and we support all major EVM compatible chain like for now BSC, Matic, and Arbitrum, probably even more. I mean, try to support all the chain, become chain agnostic. We're also quite supportive of the NFT experiments as mentioned. And there's also the Archimate NFT, you can just sign. Let's say you can use the Twitter or the ID to sign NFT. It's like, when you have the real NBA card, you're probably going to use a pen to sign. You ask an NBA star to sign it physically, and this time you can do that on Twitter, decentralized. So that's something we are supporting as well. And the cool part is we have something called Mass Network DAB store or DAB list, DAB and collection. If you're a developer, you can just submit the connected collaboration there. Just write a few lines of code, probably just one or 2 days job. And if you're not so experienced, just few days, right? And then this is going to be integrated into Mass Network and then launch on Twitter. Just imagine how fun it is, right?
Yeah, cool. Well, yeah, thank you very much, Wim, for asking that, and hopefully that answers a lot of different things there. So, yeah, if we did have a hand up earlier, but they seem to be gone now. If anyone has any last questions, please into the text questions or come on up on stage, and we'll get your questions answered. But probably a great time to start wrapping up here. We're on the hour now, and we've been in it for an hour, and yeah, this has been super. Yeah, this is super cool. Kind of fun to do like an interactive activity while we were in an AMA too.
Yeah.
So,
guys, before you left, I'm gonna do another wrap up, okay, as promised, right?
ooh.
And again, yeah. Have some more Matic.
Yeah, make sure you got some Matic in your wallet, and make sure your wallet is connected to.
Yeah. Probably this time, Taylor will also send. No idea. But I will just do some more jobs first, right? And okay, trying to get the USDC. Yeah. Loading token asset. Pending. Yeah, it's a little bit. Sorry. On my Matic wallet, I don't even have a USDC. Yeah, okay. Taylor and other folks will send some random jobs and have a try. It's super easy to send Red Packet as well. I would just let him send over into the groups. Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna send Red Packet through.
Yeah, I'm sending you my new wallet. Taylor will also probably send, and I will send that in Twitter. In the group. Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna send it into the Discord chat versus the.
Yeah.
Okay. Into the AMA text question. So the Filecoin thing, that's just your file status. That's cool. And again, if there's anybody else that wants any last questions here, please do ask. We're gonna wrap up right away. We'll try get this connect or collect the red packet here one more time. A few people got the first one, so that's pretty sweet. And let's see if
yeah, I'm just pending my Matic.
yeah, all good. Yeah, it also works on Facebook. Same kind of integration or same things at Facebook?
Yes, it is. It works on Facebook. Yeah, I mean, sorry, my current one, I have to get another one. My current one don't have enough Matic. So Taylor, if you don't mind, please send some random red packet. Yeah, to I think 40 random share or average share on Matic. And yeah, probably even send Matic is fine. And let's send the link here. Yeah. Story Pub. It is gonna work on mobile, but it's doing better. Like everything, like every device thing on mobile is doing better as well, right? We're gonna work hard on this. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, we had a few people asking about mobile as well earlier on, but whether they should connect. But this plugin here is cool. This is an interesting way of doing it, and now I understand more. But and I hope everyone else does with yeah, just how it's not necessarily to be encrypted from like individuals per se, but it's more about protecting yourself over top of the network so that you're staying over top and you're not having to worry about the censorship from the network is maybe a good way of putting it. Hey.
Yeah, we're sending it right now. Yeah, we can probably wrap up and Taylor and I'm gonna send the links here. Don't forget your packet, please.
Okay.
And
So yeah, you'll put it
probably
into. You're
yeah.
gonna send the red packet link into the AMA text questions, or you're gonna just post on Twitter.
I'll post on Twitter and just post it I'll post in the AMA session as well. The link.
Okay.
Twitter link. Yeah.
Cool. Well, we'll keep an eye out for that as we finish up here. If you guys are gonna figure that get that all sorted. Couple last questions here coming in. I was social media.
For question,
maybe
Ritz, Gitcoin haven't support Matic yet. I think they can support as well, but eventually we can definitely support. I agree with you. I mean, they want super expensive.
Yeah, and just to kind of touch back onto Nick Jr., that question there is that, yeah, that's basically what's happening here. It's keeping the social media giants from seeing your communications with friends. Yes, that's a kind of a good way of putting it. But yeah, not so much privacy, but just not having the network itself seeing it. So yeah, cool. Okay, well, everyone, I think this is a great place to wrap up. Keep an eye out in the AMA text questions and in Twitter so we can, keep an eye out on these red packets and see if you can claim it. But now it seems to make a lot more sense to me after actually participating in one of these and being involved in it. So even if I didn't claim it, at least I see now all the features that need to happen. Just make sure you've got some Matic in your wallet ahead of time. Make sure that wallet is connected correctly to your Twitter account, and over on the left hand side underneath all the menu, the long bar there of menu, you can see the MetaMask wallet and or MetaMask icon with the network. You can change that and go from there. Oh, here we go. We've got the red packet. Next one here. Claim this. Oh, okay. Why am I'm not connected right now, or what? Claim this red packet. Oh, I need to
How much did you send?
I don't know.
All right, guys. I think we're a little bit over time, but definitely don't forget about Red Pocket. We keep trying. There's so many things we can explore on Mass Network.
Yeah. Okay. This and just with this one here, the one that Taylor sent. I claim this red pack. It just shows the link to the to.
Is that working? Not sure it's the correct one. Taylor, can try again. Yeah, we can try the. Yeah, we can do the layer one as well. Yeah, you can try again. Yeah.
And this one that you guys are sending is also on Matic. Or
I'm not sure. No.
Or layer one. Okay. Well, let's make you guys will get this dialed in. We can send this over the AMA text questions channel. Just keep your eyes in there, and we can. Let's see if this one works. Claim this red packet. Oh, hello, claim. Confirm. Trying.
Yeah, this one should work. Yeah, probably last one has some problem.
Yeah, well, I should have probably upped my gas. Oh, confirmation. Confirmed. Oh, wow. Look at that. I got some mask. It was that sweet.
How many?
I got 2 mask. A whole 2 masks.
Oh, okay. It's probably good for your breakfast and lunch.
That's good for breakfast and lunch.
30, yeah.
I can eat today, so I
20,
don't.
20, 30, yeah, your brunch, yeah.
Wow. So today it
coffee,
won't just be, sometimes people are talking about eating ramen. Sometimes they say about, if the people that are lucky, they get to eat ramen. I'm usually just sticking to rice and beans because I'm not as fancy as the ramen people. But, you know, when times are tough and the market goes down, then it really sucks when I got to eat riced beans or just, riced beans. That's where things get real hard, you know. So now maybe I can have some ramen today. No, this is cool, you guys. That's awesome that it's this worked really slick now. Once everything's set up and ready to go, whenever there's a red packet, that's cool. And this might be a really interesting way for us to, like, if we were to do a Twitter space, that's maybe a cool way to set this up as well, because people could be, you know, scrolling Twitter, they're into Twitter, and if we wanted to do some drops that way, this could work as well. I think.
All right, thanks guys.
Yeah. All right.
For having us and let us, you know, demonstrate so cool functionalities. And sushi is yummy, and definitely going to keep supporting the sushi community. And thanks for supporting as well for our SocialFi Alliance.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, that's cool. And if people want to learn more, most people here, I'm sure, have already gone to mask.io, but that's your website there, and you've got all, you can connect with all your socials on from that website, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes, correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. And that's really cool. So we'll go there, mask.io, and you can get the plugin and stay up to date with their all their socials on there. And then as far as this has been recorded and will be uploaded to YouTube shortly. And the POAPs for this, if anybody, I think I got one. Kind of got the bot is down right now, so I've done a manual save kind of halfway through. If anybody else is just in the room here as we as we finish up, just stay in the room, and I'm gonna just try and do another capture here to get everyone's IDs, and then we'll get the POAPs out as well after this. It will be available.
Sorry guys. I think I need to go. Let's bring Taylor here. Actually, Taylor probably on this. You know.
Yeah, all good. We're wrapping
about something. Yeah.
We're wrapping up here, so this is perfect. But follow you guys on Twitter and
please follow Twitter. Yeah.
Do all that and follow me on Twitter as well, 0xtangle, and you can also use our sesh bot to keep you informed on the next AMAs and events happening on Sushi. But thank you very much, you guys. We'll talk to you soon and stay posted on further things. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. All right. See you later.